All right, continuing on. This is the last section of vocabulary for this chapter. So after this, we won't have any more vocabulary till next chapter, okay? On the test, I'm going to pick 10 of these out of the 15. Now, you don't know which 10, so you have to study all 15, okay? Don't come here and only have studied the first 10. All right, Wild Bill Hickok, okay? One of the deadliest lawmen and gunfighters in the Wild West, okay? Wild Bill Hickok, I think he killed something like 19 people in the line of duty while he was a law officer. And he ended up dying in the wildest Wild West town there was, which is Deadwood, South Dakota. All right, Joseph Glidden. Now, this sounds like an insignificant thing, what he did, but it actually is one of the major things that ended the Wild West. Joseph Glidden invented barbed wire, which closed off the open range for cattle drives. Now, in the chapter, we've discussed, or we will discuss, how cowboys would take millions of cows and drive them up to the railroads so that way they could be processed in the town of Chicago and spread out all over the Northeast, because there was no such thing as refrigeration, or later on when there was, it wasn't that common. So by putting barbed wire all over America, it ended these cattle drives and ended the cowboys' way of life. And it civilized the West, okay? Next thing, a soddy, a freestanding house created by stacking blocks of grass and soil. One problem in the Great Plains, as you'll learn in the chapter, is that there are hardly any trees. But if you're going to live there, you have to actually have a house. So what settlers would do is they would cut out a square of grass with all the dirt attached, peel it up, and then they would stack these squares of grass. And then they would take mud and smear it all over the outside and let the sun bake it. Well, this created a dirt grass house they called a soddy, okay? All right, graft. Fraud in politics to obtain wealth for the individual or a political party. So whenever the Democratic Party or the Republican Party decide that they are going to have fraud, they're going to rip people off through either legal means or illegal means. In order to benefit the political party, this is called graft, okay? It's corruption in politics. The last one of the day, of the chapter, is payola, okay? Payola is when a police officer is paid to ignore illegal activities. Quite simply, this is paying a cop to look the other way while you do something illegal, okay? And we'll talk about that more in the chapter. Thank you very much.